Okay, let's solve a triangle with a little bit different setup. In this case, we are given angle, side, angle. Okay, and let's take a look here. So we're given an angle, followed by a side, followed by an angle. Still, we have to ask the question, can we solve this using the law of sines? And the answer is yes. You're going to see why in a second, but right now we need to understand something. We can solve for the third angle using the angle sum add up to 180. Basically, the way this works is in order to use law of sines, you've got to know a side and its opposite angle. Okay? So if you don't know that, you can't use the law of sines. But anyway, that's how I know I can solve this. So let's go ahead and label our triangle. Again, just be consistent. If you have, for example, if you label an angle A, like this 31, then the opposite side should be labeled little a. Big B should be opposite little b. Angle big C should be opposite little c. But it won't matter as long as you're consistent. Step 2, write out your formula. What was step 1? I'll label a triangle. Okay. Step 2, write out your formula. Step 3, write out what you know. So now that we've labeled everything, we're going to say big A is 31, little b is 14, big C angle is 22. We're going to solve for the third angle by doing 180 minus the other two angles. We will get 127 is equal to big B. Okay? So now we're going to plug everything into the law of sines. And we are only going to need to solve for little a and little c, kind of like before. Okay? So this is kind of our middle ground here. We can solve for this. We know 3 of the 4 things, except for little a. And in this green ratio boxed in, we know 3 of the 4 things, we just don't know little c. So first of all, we will go ahead and solve for little a. Cross multiply this. 14 sine of 31 equals a sine of 127. And then divide by sine of 127. So a is going to be equal to 14 sine of 31 over sine of 127. Plug that into your calculator. We did that in the last example. And make sure your calculator is in degrees. And you will get little a is equal to 9.026. You can do the same thing for the other ratio. This one right here, cross multiply, c sine of 127 equals 14 sine of 22, which is exactly what we have here. Divide both sides by sine of 127 to get little c by itself. So you have 14 sine of 22 over sine of 127 equals c. Plug that into your calculator. Make sure that you are in degrees. And you will get little c is equal to 6.567. Draw the completed triangle with the solid values. So here we go. Here's little c. Here is little a. We already know little b. And we solve for big B by doing 180 minus these 2. That's it. The triangle solved. We know all 3 sides, all 3 angles. That's it for law of sines and angle, side, angle. If you have any other questions about this example, let me know.